I'm studying. I have my first midterm tomorrow. Well, not my first midterm ever, but pretty much my first midterm in the last 12 years. I'm already feeling the effects of studying. I'm currently reading the chapters, but I'm yawning a lot. My eyes are watering. I'm irritable. I guess I'm going to go back and finish studying. I might vlog it a little bit, you know, when I'm taking a break.
Hey everybody on YouTube, it's me. Alright, I'm taking a study break. Can't take it anymore. I'm getting to the point now where I'm reading and I have to go back and reread because I'm not very comfortable. I have to go back and reread because I'm not 100% sure on what I just read. So I had to go back. You go back and you read, and it's kind of a never-ending cycle, which kind of sucks. Pardon the hair and the clothes, obviously. I've been studying. Left the glasses on. I had some people say, oh, leave the glasses on. So I'm leaving the glasses on per request. I personally am not a fan of what I look like with them on, but hey, it is who I am. If you see me on the street, this is what you're going to see. Well, the last couple days, my diet has been blown out of the water, but you know, guys, plug your ears. It's that time. I'm just not overly friendly, and I just want to eat constantly. Now the man, he was very encouraging this morning. He said, you know, you probably haven't gained as much as you think you have, which is probably in all rights true. Just insatiable appetite. But that's kind of how life goes, right? I figured tomorrow I'm gonna get back on track and keep going. I found a little inspiration tonight. Was flipping through, because I like having some background noise on when I am studying, and there's a channel that I never watch called My Style Channel or something like that. Well, I had a show on called Ruby, and it's a woman in Savannah, Georgia by the name of Ruby, and she is on a journey to lose weight to make her life better. Now, I had spoke, I guess, Up Down Mostly. I've mentioned him so much in my last few videos. I talked to him briefly on Skype, and we were just talking about, you know, people are just heavy, and, you know, people have a very, just their idea of self-worth is very odd now, especially with women and how they're bombarded. And then I'd made the statement that, you know, really the only shows you see positive, or supposedly positive, for overweight people are shows like The Biggest Loser. And obviously calling yourself a loser isn't exactly good. TV in the other room made a weird noise. So, you know, that's kind of a negative connotation even with weight loss, because, you know, people who are morbidly obese or obese for their health should lose weight. I mean, obviously there's just standard things like your knees and your ankles, then of course heart health and things like that. I mean, primarily that's why I want to lose weight. I want to be healthy for my children. I want to live a nice long life and not, you know, have cardiac problems or have to worry about, you know, diabetes or high blood pressure. So I want to lose weight. Now, I by no means am considered, I guess, morbidly obese, which Ruby is. And she's losing it through diet and exercise. But, you know, the show itself, it's just called Ruby. And in all actuality, I mean, she's doing this all healthy, but it is part of her journey with becoming, you know, comfortable with herself and understanding, you know, understanding why she put certain limitations on herself. So it's really more of a self-realization journey for her as well. Yes, it is another reality type show, but at least nobody is voting anybody off the island. You know, but, you know, here she is. And some of the parts are really funny, but then it gets to other parts that are actually really sad. it's very hard to watch somebody be like that. And then it's, you know, it's relatively uncomfortable when you can see some of the things she's saying in yourself. I know that I've thought some of those same things, you know. I know why nobody would want to be with me. Look at me, you know, that sort of thing. It's very difficult, but very inspirational story. So I know that I can only chow down for, you know, a day or two max. There goes a train. Whenever I do a video, there's a train. And we think that we live in a world of diversity and acceptance and tolerance. While Ruby needs to lose weight, her family and her friends accept her and they love her even if she hasn't. She just knows that she'll die if she doesn't lose weight. They went out to eat and they were walking on the beach, and she said it was such a wonderful day, and then you have somebody remind you that you have a problem. There was a group of people at a table who were snickering and making comments, even with the filming. I mean, you could hear them making comments about her when they were filming her specifically. They weren't looking for this interaction. The interaction just found them. You get mad at people like that because you think, oh, how ignorant is that? You know, everybody's different. You don't know everybody's situation. You know, try to be accepting and tolerant and accept diversity and understand more than likely she's doing something about it. And if not, then who are you to make fun of her? But I had also heard that being obese is one of the less acceptable discriminations. It is one of the few things, if not the only thing left in this world that people can openly make fun of you about and mock you and belittle you that's not illegal. And in most of society, it's acceptable. It's kind of disgusting. But then it also brings me back to a story that I was watching on, I want to say the Today Show, but I'm not 100% sure on that. In the UK, there is a girl, Cherry or Sari Burnett or something like that. She was hired to be a children's television host, and I don't know if you've heard this or not, but she was born with one arm. She has about 3/4 of her arm, so it's like, I think right at the elbow or right below the elbow is where her arm ends. She does not wear a prosthetic, so her arm is exposed, and she was hired to host this children's show in the UK called CBeebies or something like that. Chibies, something like that, I don't know. Well, the parents are boycotting the show. A lot of parents are, and they're writing some very hurtful things online, on the website, on blogs, about how she just scares the children, how she should not have that job, that she's scary, basically making her out to be this hideous monster that children are, you know, cowering in the corner from. And that's not the case. When they film, you know, little kids and they're asking them, they're like, well, what do you think of Miss Burnett? And they say, oh, she's fine. They ask, you know, about her arm. She's like, well, she was born that way. You know, in this world where we're promoting diversity and tolerance, you still hear of these things. And unfortunately, I would hate to say it's probably in the majority, although I can't say one way or the other, where again, parents are teaching their children to hate, or to judge people, or to make fun of people because they are different. And that's a shame. So quite honestly, brava for Miss Burnett for being, you know, in the position to take a job where she can teach diversity and acceptance. Boo to all the parents who are making her out to be a monster. My dad had one arm. He was not a monster. And that's just, you know, and I have poor Ruby, who just tries to enjoy her day out amidst dieting and exercise. I have a telephone call. It was a phone call from a person I go to school with in my team. But yeah, I guess I kind of lost my train of thought with that, but I guess I should get back to studying. It's 8:30. I want to get at least another chapter read tonight. And then once I finish studying, I might vlog a little more, or just go ahead and upload this and get it out there. Alright, so I will talk to you all later. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.